Hello. There's a bit of a delay there on my camera. hilaryHraefnPorter here at the Imateko with Sacred Starseed Healing, full spectrum healer and Tamiana Starseed Oracle. So I wanted to talk today about one of the questions that I get on a semi-regular basis, epituto ka, often through social media or through direct message, through email. And that is, what is one herb or herb? herb, depends on where you're coming from, that I can take for X, right? Insert condition here, or physical manifestation here, or sensation here. And my response is often, it's not that simple. But why is it not that simple? So we see so many things on the shelves, right? And we see all the products. We see herbal products and supplements being like, digest ease, leaning into digestion because a lot of people have digestion challenges, but like digest ease, sleep well, all these things. And there's some amazing, amazing products out there, but they're not custom formulated for you. Now, this is the benefit of seeing qualified and knowledgeable practitioner that can put together something specific for you. One of my biggest frustrations, not frustrations, but I'll find a product and I'm like, yes, I'm so excited, like a fun drink or something, like I love my beverages. And by that I mean like a warm bevy, non-alcoholic or anything like that. And then I'll flip it over and I'll be like, ashwagandha. And I'm like, no, because not everybody can have ashwagandha. It's a nightshade. Yeah. So maybe you can't have it. Maybe you have thyroid conditions. So I digress. So this is why it's not so simple to say, oh, okay, what is an herb that I can take for my digestive upset? That's not how usually people talk. That's how I talk. But they'll be like, I have a lot of gas and bloating. Yeah? So usually, when I'm sitting down with somebody, so what happens during a full spectrum healing session is we'll sit down and on the initial intake, we go through your whole system. Yeah, we're going through mental, emotional, we're going through your spiritual body, we're going through your nervous system, we're going to talk about your cardiovascular system, we're going to talk about your digestive system, we're going to talk about your respiratory system, your urinary system. We're going to go through all these different areas in your being so that I'm a Western herbalist. I work a lot on the spiritual end of things, the energetic side of things. But this gives me data pieces because not every herb is good for every person. So a good comparison is somebody will be like, oh, but what do you mean you can't have apples? Apples are so healthy. But maybe not for some people. So it's or let's say you're like, kale's so good for you, you should have kale. Well, what if I have a mustard allergy? Oh, you should have garlic right now. You're sick, take garlic. What if I have a reaction to sulfur? So it's a healthy whole food, but my body does not find it healthy. Yeah? It's the same with herbs. It's the same with plant medicine. So going back to that question of what is one herb you can suggest for my digestion? Well, let's just take a quick look at 3 different herbs, the digestive herbs. Yeah? 1, chamomile. Oh, mother of the gut. Right? Calms the nervous system. Brings everything down. Heals the gut lining. Yeah? Great. But not so great if you have an allergy to Asteraceae. You'll know if you have an allergy to Asteraceae, but there's lots of plants out there, chamomile, calendula. If you have a sensitivity to lettuce, highly likely you actually have a sensitivity to Asteraceae. So it wouldn't be good for you. Another, let's say energetically, you have experienced the realms of smother mother. So that means a mother-like figure in your life that smothered you. Yeah? Not literally smothered you. Maybe, but energetically just was like, I'm here. And it's just constantly there so that you couldn't actually fully get into your full self. Right? It was an overpowering as opposed to assisting and being beside you as you were growing up. So if you're in a place where you're not ready or aren't even aware of this layer of energetic, this patterning holding you back, then chamomile could bring that up. And you might not be there yet. I mean, if you are there and you're like, let's do this, then awesome, right? So not good. Let's look at another herb. Melissa, lemon balm. Yeah, lemon balm. So amazing. It's cooling, it's great for the nervous system. Yeah, it's especially good if you hold your stress, your tension in your digestive system. Okay? Butterflies in the stomach, cramping down in the abdomen. When you're stressed, you hold it all in there. Chamomile's great. It's also great if you tend to get overheated because it's cooling. But what if you're on the cold side of the spectrum? What if you have hypothyroidism, so you have a low thyroid function? Not so good, because chamomile can bring down, lemon balm can bring down your thyroid function. Now, let's say you hold the stress in your stomach, and you actually have hyperthyroidism, your thyroid's too hyper. Perfect, then, here we go. All right? Kita po asi. So see the two differences. And then we have my favorite. This is my favorite. I say there's no one herb for everyone, but I like to think this herb is for everyone. Skullcap. Yeah? Not Chinese skullcap, about scutularia lateral flora. It soothes the nervous system. It calms the digestive tract by smoothing out the smooth muscles, right? So if they're like doing this, it helps smooth those smooth muscles, so your intestines, right? So it brings that in there. It's also amazing if you tend to be in this world in a highly sensitive and aware state, which can be overwhelming at times. And everything's just like, you're trying to process the audio data, you're trying to process the visual data, you're trying to process even just the clothes on your skin. So that's why maybe your digestion is off, is because you're having a hard time digesting the outer world so much. So then skullcap would be for you. So can you see that's how it wouldn't be so simple? It's not so simple to answer the question of what's one herb I can take for X? The addition to that question should be, what is one herb that I could take for X that would actually, or that can be taken for X that could be good for me? So this is the benefit of having the full spectrum sessions, right? Working with somebody that can help you wade through the data, because there's so much information out there. Lean into their expertise. This is what they do for a living, right? This is what they do. This is what they know. This is what they've been educated in. Lean into those people. Lean into those healers that help you come up with a game plan that works for you. It saves you time. It saves you frustration with I'll try this. It saves you money in the long run, because then you're like, well, I'll try this. Oh, that didn't work. And then you end up with this container or bottle of extra stuff in your cupboard that you're just like, well, I can't use this. My body doesn't actually like it. Yeah? So, yeah. What's one herb you can use for X? You're a divine human, a divine being. And because of that, your healing is both simple and complex. And you deserve to be in wellness. You deserve to have that sense of ease as you move through this human existence. If you have any questions or need some support, please reach out. I'm here. Okay, so much love and stardust. And if you're watching this on any of the many places it can be posted, please make sure you follow or subscribe, or whatever platforms mode is to keep following along. Okay, so much love and stardust. I'll talk to you soon.